Hey guys, EBPMAN here, and we have the full lineup of LG portable speakers. Let's go ahead and check them out. Now, this year at CES, we were able to see a full lineup of LG electronics. We did see these speakers at CES 2018, and I am very excited that LG was able to send us the full family of the PK series of the LG portable speakers. These are all Bluetooth speakers, and they're speakers that are going to fit any budget. Starting from the small, medium, and to large, this is going to address all your audio needs, either in your home or on the road, at the beach, or at the park. So let's take a look at each one of these and see which one is going to be your next speaker. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the little bell icon to get notified when new videos become available. Now in this review, we're going to be going over each one of these. So I'm going to have in the comment area an index so you can jump to the specific one that you'd like to see. First, what we're going to do is going to cover all the common features, things that these speakers share, and why you would want to consider one of these speakers from the LG line. So let's get right to it, and let's talk about all the shared features that you'll get no matter which speaker you purchase. Now, all of these speakers feature clear vocals and enhanced bass. They're using a technology called Meridian filtering. So you're going to have that regardless of which one you purchase. The other thing that you have is aptX HD audio. So this is going to give you solid Bluetooth connectivity, 24-bit audio quality coming from either one of these, starting from the least expensive all the way up to the most expensive. They all have this feature. Now, they're also, one of the great things about these speakers is that they're weather resistant, and you heard that right. They have IPX5 ratings, which means that if you are at the beach, at the park, at the poolside, you really don't have to worry about getting caught in the rain or even being splashed in any way because they are rated for that type of protection. Each of them have dual passive radiators, and you're going to see this right here on the side. And when we hear each one of these playing, each one have these radiators on the side that's really going to give you that bigger bass performance, and you'll see that in our testing. Now, depending on as you move on, you have this one right here, which is very easy to just grab with your hand. This is the PK3, the PK5, and the PK7. As you get larger, LG designed a grip so that you can hold on to these. So literally, you can hold on to this as you're walking down the beach or at the park. If you need to pick them up, you have the grips here like this that you can just grab it, or what you can do is just grab it like this. So all of them have some type of ability where you can pick them up and make them extremely portable. Now, each one of these speakers features Bluetooth speakerphone capabilities, which means not only could you use this on the beach or any of those settings, but you could also use this in your home to take phone calls. Use these as a conference phone. So each one of these has that feature. Now, as you go up to the next level, go from the PK3 to the PK5 and the 7, what you also get is some really cool beat lighting. So when we turn these on and you see the music come or hear the music coming through these, you're going to see kind of mood music and beats just breathing and going to the rhythm of what we're listening to. So these two feature that specific lighting feature. Now, what makes these speakers also portable, you have to have it, and that's a battery. You're going to be able to get battery life anywhere from 12 hours, 18 hours, and with this big bad boy, 22 hours, really giving you the portability and the ability to go all day and listen to music. So let's go ahead and take a look at the PK3 first. So we'll bring this up closer. So you have very common controls. So we're just going to go over the controls for one of these because they're all the same. And let me just show you this. So very much consistent regardless of the size. You see very similar controls. One basically has an extra button, but as you go on to the other sides, we'll just talk about those extra features as they become present. So here you have your power button, Bluetooth signal, volume controls, speakerphone. All those features are easily accessible here, and they're all rubberized and protected. You do have mic in the front. You can see your speakers here. Nice construction. These feel very solid. On the side, you'll see here you have your radiator, and this is going to help with that enhanced bass. And in the back, you can see that you have the ports here. We'll go ahead and open this up in a second, and then rubberized feet right here. So let's take a closer look at these hidden ports. So popping this out, all you have to do is put your nail here on the side and pop it out. It is a water-sealed gasket, so it's a little difficult at first, but then once it comes out, it's pretty easy. You have your USB-C, your aux, and your reset button. Now, one additional feature that you have here with the PK3 is this loop area here that you can use to put a tie here and attach it to a backpack wrist strap, if that's what you like to do, because you'd like to walk around with this. It's not really heavy, so having it in your hand if you're walking down the beach or in one kind of a park setting you want to listen to music, that's something that's very doable. But once again, this is a very capable speaker that even in your home, if you want it somewhere else in your house as you're wanting to listen to music, you can do that as well. But again, very portable, especially with that little hook area there that you can use to link that up to your backpack. All right, so next up is going to be our audio test. We're going to switch audio sources so that you can actually hear what I hear, and you can get a sense of how the audio quality is going to be and how the bass works on the speaker. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, guys, so throughout this audio test, I'm going to lower the volume, I'm going to raise the volume, and I'm also going to turn on the enhanced bass so that you can hear what I hear and how the bass is different. Let's go ahead and start it up. That's all the way down. All right, let's go ahead and try a different track to see how that sounds. Now this track is going to push the bass. Let's go ahead and try it. Go all the way down. Raise the volume. All right, let's go ahead and try a different track. Now this next track is going to be a little bit brighter, but it should press the mids, the highs, and the bass as well. Go all the way down. Bring this back up. All right, let's check on one more. All right, guys, so that was the PK3. We're going to move on to our next speaker. This is a relatively inexpensive speaker, just under $100, $88, around that price. And I'll have all the links for this product in the comment area below. But let's now move on to the next. Let's move on to the next generation, or the larger size. All right, guys, so now next up we have here is the PK5. And the PK5 has similar features as to the one that we just looked at, but it has a couple enhancements. First of all, you're going to get 18 hours of battery life with this, so this is going to be fantastic. This also does feature that beat lighting, so we're going to see that play in a couple seconds as well. And the last thing that I think that makes this one my choice when it comes to the choices between these two from an entry perspective is the fact that you can sync two of these speakers together. So while many phones today, especially Bluetooth 5.0, can connect to two speakers at the same time, LG's line allows you to connect these two speakers together, two of this type, one of these with one of these up here, or two of the same size, and share the music almost simultaneously side by side. We've seen that in some of the videos that we've done on the channel. So let's go ahead and look at the controls, we'll look at the ports, and then we'll do an audio test. All right, so a little step up. You have these nice grips here on the side. you do have some additional buttons that we're going to take a look at. So first, very similar ones here all the way up to this point. Now you not only do you have the ability to answer and hang up calls, but you have the ability to access your virtual assistants, Google Now as well as Siri. You do have vocal buttons for enhanced vocal, and then you have your enhanced bass. You still have your grill, your radiators on both sides, so you can see that. All right, so that's still there, but you also have a really nice way to hold on to this. And then on the back, if we take a closer look here, you do have some additional buttons. So here you have your USB-C, your aux in, you have your reset, and now this is the pairing mechanism that you use if you have two of these, or if you combine it with the larger one. This is going to allow them, the speaker itself is going to connect Bluetooth to the other speaker. So you're going to connect to one speaker, and the other one, this one right here, is going to connect to the other speaker so that you can have a more immersive sound experience. And I'll tell you, I've had other speakers that do this, not of the quality of LG, and they sound amazing. So having two of these in a room it would be absolutely fantastic. So let's go ahead and power it up and let's listen to how it sounds. All right, so I haven't connected this yet, but I just wanted to show you how sharp this startup sequence is. Right now it's waiting for me to pair, but you can see how it's going through all the different lights. Not only is this going to be a sharp speaker for just being outside, but as you can imagine, in your home next to your PC, just looks really cool, especially with the lighting. All right, now just as we did before, we're going to switch audio sources. We're going to listen and see what the experience is. Let's go ahead and get it started. All right, let's go ahead and try the first track. We'll go ahead and start it up with this one right here. Raise the volume. That's without enhanced bass. So overall, very deep and throaty. I'd say more throatier than this one. Obviously, this is a little bit more expensive, but you can actually really tell the difference. Let's go ahead and try another track. All the way down, let's bring that up. All right, that sounded really nice as well. Let's try this one. All the way down. Let's go ahead and try one more, and this is going to be a little bit more festive. All the way back up. Initial observation, very throaty, nice bass, really can tell the difference. Hopefully you guys can. Let me know in the comment area what you think as well. My preference so far, this is great because of size, but if you like bass, this is my preference right now when it comes to those that are looking for bass. A little bit bigger, but I also really love the grill and I love the colors. All right, so now last up is the PK7. This is the big bad boy. This has also dual tweeters. You're talking about 40 watts. Shares all the same features that we talked about earlier, with including that color LED mood lighting that we saw. It does have the ability to sync, but you're going to get 22 hours of playback with this guy. So just larger. Again, it's going to fit various uses. I could see this in a book stand. I can see this even by your bed if you really want to have something that's going to be blasting. And the fact that you can pair this with another one really makes it a great speaker. Let's go ahead and try listening to how the tunes will play on this bad boy, and then also look at the lighting. Now the power up sequence is pretty much the same. You see how the lighting, you get this kind of LED effect, which I think is ingenious from LG. On the top here, everything is pretty much the same, so the same controls, same functions we talked about. What we're going to go ahead and do is just play some tracks. We'll switch the audio source and see how this bad boy sounds. Alright, let's go ahead and try our first track. This lovely LED. Pour that all the way down. Let's go ahead and bring it up. Let's go ahead and try something different now. We'll try this one out. It sounds fantastic. I love the bass. Alright, let's go ahead and try another one. Let's see what else we have here that we can try. Let's go with something like this. Let's go ahead and switch over to something that is a little bit more festive. Lower the volume. Bring it back up. Get full blast. They sound great. I'm sold on these two for sure. And one of the things I wanted to mention is that given the size of the speaker, you do have a different type of power coming into it. So it's not USB-C, but you still have the same exact ports that we saw on the other speakers. There just happen to be larger buttons, obviously because of the larger footprint that you have here. But same features, same waterproofing when it comes to this little door, and then all your controls are there, except the power source is different. Alright guys, so that concludes our review of the LG family of portable speakers. I want to thank and give a shout out to LG for making these available on the channel. I want to thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button and see you in the next one.